Okay, so now we had to pack it up and move to meet Steve from Healing Souls. His organization's out in Long Island, but he was gracious enough to take the meeting with me in the city. Because after we check out what they have going on, we have to make it all the way back out to Jersey to meet Dominic and Tom, our executive producer, at Pier 115. Yo, man, so I appreciate you. Thank you for coming out, brother.
Not a problem.
So we're in Brooklyn here. Are you from Brooklyn, or?
No, I grew up on Long Island. So
Long
I grew
Island.
up in Uniondale, in the suburbs.
Born and raised?
Well, I was born in Jamaica.
Jamaica,
West
okay.
Indies, yeah. So I came here when I was like 6 years old. We moved to Uniondale in '83,
Yeah.
and I grew up there, and part of the community there since then.
I see you got the Healing Souls. Is this all you do, or do you have 9 to 5? Do you do something else outside of the Healing Souls before we get into?
Yeah, so I'm a conductor on the Long Island Railroad. Like I've been there for 17 years.
Wow, okay.
So that's my day job in a sense, and Healing Souls is our passion, and that takes up the remainder of our free time.
So now, tell me a little bit about Healing Souls.
So what we do is we collect new and gently used sneakers.
Okay, so new and gently
Yeah,
used.
so on top of donations that we get, our primary donor base is sneaker collectors.
Okay.
So we are collectors ourselves, so we tapped into that community because the community doesn't really trust too many organizations with their donations. So what we try to do is we try to provide a transparent platform. If you're a sneaker collector and you got something of value that you value monetarily or sentimentally, we'll take it and we'll give it to somebody and we'll pass that love forward. A lot of the sponsorships come from local organizations, PBA, different businesses sponsor us a couple of dollars here and there, and our residents in the neighborhood, they also contribute. When we got our first start, we were at an exhibit at the Brooklyn Museum, Rise of Sneaker Culture, and that was like our first official landing on the scene. And it was a 3-hour event, and within the space of those 3 hours, we collected over 300 pairs of kicks from collectors. Like
how many hours?
3 hours.
That's 100 pairs per hour.
People were coming in with garbage bags of kicks. And when you start to recognize that you have more than you need, and there are the people out there that don't have, then you start to look within, and you're like, okay, I can give of myself, not only my time, my energies, but I have material things that I can get out on the streets to people who need it. And the feeling of me getting a pair of kicks, or any sneaker collector that that gets that rush and that feeling, that in itself, if I could, as an organization, if we could pass that feeling forward, why not? That's love.